Ancient myths and legends have always fascinated humanity, but what if they were more than just stories? The Anunnaki of Sumerian lore, often referred to as those who from heaven to earth came, are one of the most provocative examples, depicted as towering, godlike figures with knowledge far surpassing that of humans. The Anunnaki were said to have taught the Sumerians agriculture, astronomy, and writing. Could this knowledge have come from beings beyond our world? Take the Greek Olympians, who wielded incredible powers and resided on Mount Olympus, a realm inaccessible to mortals. Or the Hindu texts describing flying chariots called Vimanas, capable of traversing the skies and even the stars. The parallels between these divine figures and descriptions of advanced technology are striking. Were these gods merely extraterrestrial visitors who dazzled early humans with their technology, mistaken for divine miracles? Evidence of this theory can be found in ancient structures that defy explanation. The Great Pyramid of Giza, with its precise alignment to true north and the stars, raises questions about how such engineering was achieved without modern tools. Göbekli Tepe, a 12,000-year-old site in Turkey, challenges the timeline of human development. It predates the invention of agriculture, yet boasts massive, intricately carved stones. Then there's the Nazca lines in Peru, vast geoglyphs visible only from the air, as if designed for an audience in the sky. Religious texts, too, offer tantalizing clues. In the Book of Ezekiel, the prophet describes a wheel within a wheelchair descending from the heavens, accompanied by a radiant light and a thunderous roar. Many ancient astronaut theorists interpret this as a UFO encounter. Similarly, the Mahabharata recounts devastating celestial weapons and aerial battles, which bear an uncanny resemblance to accounts of advanced warfare technology. Why would beings from another world interact with humanity in this way? One theory posits that Earth's resources, particularly gold, were the attraction. Zecharia Sitchin, an advocate of the ancient astronaut theory, suggested that the Anunnaki genetically engineered humans as a labor force to mine these precious materials. Another perspective suggests a more benevolent motive for an experiment in advancing consciousness or creating a hybrid species with a blend of terrestrial and extraterrestrial DNA. The human genome itself may hold evidence. Some geneticists argue that certain jumps in human evolution, such as the sudden expansion of the brain's capacity around 200,000 years ago, are hard to explain through natural selection alone. Could these changes be the result of genetic manipulation by an advanced civilization? Artifacts, architecture, and texts all seem to point toward the possibility that our ancestors were influenced by beings far beyond their understanding. If this is true, it doesn't just change our understanding of history, it challenges the very foundation of what it means to be human. Were we the chosen recipients of cosmic intervention, or simply a byproduct of a larger, galactic agenda? The answer may lie buried in the very myths we've told for millennia. Angels and demons have long been regarded as spiritual entities, their roles etched into human consciousness through sacred texts and ancient folklore. But what if their true nature is far more complex and deeply tied to scientific theories of parallel dimensions and interdimensional travel? Modern science is inching closer to understanding the multiverse, the idea that countless parallel dimensions exist alongside our own. Theoretical physicists like Michio Kaku and Brian Greene suggest that these dimensions may be teeming with life forms fundamentally different from anything we know. Angels, often depicted as luminous beings of extraordinary power and wisdom, might be advanced interdimensional travelers, their light a manifestation of their higher vibrational state. Conversely, demons, shrouded in darkness and chaos, could represent entities from lower, unstable dimensions. Religious texts provide intriguing parallels to these scientific theories. The Bible describes angels as messengers from God, appearing in forms too dazzling for humans to fully comprehend. Consider the angel who visited Daniel, radiating light and accompanied by the sound of rushing waters. In the Quran, angels are described as beings of pure light. Are these depictions attempts to describe encounters with interdimensional entities whose appearances and actions were beyond human understanding? Demons, too, seem to align with the concept of malevolent interdimensional entities. Ancient accounts of possessions, exorcisms, and chaotic disruptions mirror descriptions of beings crossing into our dimension without benign intent. Could their evil be a result of their chaotic nature, incompatible with the order of our reality? The Vatican's secrets deepen the mystery. For centuries, the Vatican archives have been rumored to house documents that suggest encounters with otherworldly beings. In 2010, Father Jose Gabriel Funes, a Vatican astronomer, publicly stated that belief in extraterrestrial life is not contradictory to faith. A startling admission from an institution deeply tied to the concept of divine angels and demons. Whistleblowers and conspiracy theorists alike claim that classified records in the archives contain detailed accounts of celestial beings, offering dire warnings to humanity about its moral and environmental failings. Compelling physical evidence exists as well. Reports of unexplained phenomena, such as Marian apparitions where the Virgin Mary is said to appear in radiant, otherworldly form, often coincide with sightings of strange lights in the sky. Could these miracles be interdimensional beings attempting to communicate with humanity? Cases like the Fatima sightings in 1917, witnessed by thousands, suggest a connection between divine visions and unexplained aerial phenomena. Then there are the cases of mass possessions and poltergeist activity, where entire groups experience chaotic, unexplainable events. In some instances, electromagnetic disturbances accompany these phenomena, reminiscent of the energy surges there is to occur when dimensions briefly intersect. If these beings are interdimensional travelers, why are they so invested in humanity? Some theorists suggest that angels act as guardians, ensuring the balance of our reality by preventing catastrophic interference from lower dimensions. Demons, on the other hand, might exploit these dimensional rifts for their own gain, feeding on the chaos and fear they create. This theory could unite the realms of faith and science, revealing that angels and demons are neither purely divine nor figments of human imagination. Instead, they might be ancient visitors from dimensions beyond our comprehension, interacting with humanity in ways that have shaped our history, beliefs, and fears. The idea that humanity's chaos is not entirely of its own making is both chilling and provocative. Could demonic entities, beings of malevolent intent, truly be manipulating our world from the shadows? For centuries, secretive organizations and unexplained phenomena have pointed to an insidious force orchestrating events to fuel conflict, fear, and despair. These emotions, some theorists argue, are a form of sustenance for demonic entities, a literal feeding ground for their survival. The notion of demonic control stretches far back in history. Whispers about the Illuminati, the belief persists that powerful figures are in league with dark forces. Secret societies, cloaked in ritual and mystery, are often accused of summoning these entities. The Bohemian Grove, a private gathering of elites, has drawn attention for its ceremonial practices, including a mysterious cremation of care ritual. Portals to other dimensions, or gateways to the demonic, are a recurring theme in both folklore and modern conspiracy. The Bermuda Triangle is one such hotspot, infamous for unexplained disappearances of planes and ships. Researchers have theorized that these vanishings may be linked to interdimensional rifts where malevolent entities slip through. Similarly, haunted locations around the world are often associated with concentrated energies, electromagnetic anomalies, and reports of shadowy figures, hallmarks of alleged demonic activity. The modern era offers new tools for control. Media, once heralded as a means of enlightenment, is accused of perpetuating fear and division. Constant cycles of grim news, social unrest, and sensationalism generate a pervasive low-vibration energy and emotional frequency that some believe demons crave. Could global conflicts, economic collapses, and even pandemics be orchestrated events designed to maintain humanity in a perpetual state of suffering? The pandemic of 2020, for example, unleashed widespread fear, isolation, and despair. While its origins have been hotly debated, some suggest that the chaos it caused was more than incidental. Financial markets destabilized, communities fractured, and individuals were consumed by anxiety. These are the very energies that demonic entities, if they exist, are said to exploit. But how could human agents, politicians, media moguls, or corporate elites align with such entities? Ancient texts and occult practices describe rituals designed to invoke and form pacts with demonic beings. Elias de Crowley, a controversial figure in the world of occultism, claimed to have communicated with an entity named Lamb, whose visage bore a striking resemblance to the modern depiction of gray extraterrestrials. Could similar rituals be occurring behind closed doors today, granting demonic entities influence over human affairs in exchange for power and wealth? If these beings do indeed exist and wield influence over humanity, the question becomes, how can we resist? Spiritual traditions from all cultures emphasize the importance of maintaining high vibrational energy through love, compassion, and unity, emotions that are said to be toxic to demonic entities. Awareness, too, is a critical weapon. The more humanity understands about the possible manipulations at play, the less susceptible we become to fear-driven control. Yet, the fight may not be purely spiritual. Scientific exploration of consciousness and the nature of reality might offer tools to uncover and disrupt these supposed influences. Technologies like the Large Hadron Collider, which probes the fundamental nature of existence, could inadvertently stumble upon evidence of these interdimensional forces, or even provide means to close the portals through which they enter. The demonic agenda, if real, is not just a battle for control of the physical world, but for the very essence of humanity. Whether they are ancient spiritual entities or interdimensional parasites, the fight against them demands a unified, enlightened, and fearless humanity. The stakes could not be higher: the freedom of the human spirit itself. The connection between modern UFO phenomena and ancient accounts of celestial beings is as compelling as it is unsettling. Could the Vlalians of today, encounters meticulously documented in abduction reports and government-released UAP footage, be the same entities described as angels and demons in religious texts? This theory suggests that these beings have been with humanity all along, their methods and appearances evolving to match the context of each era. Consider the vivid imagery from ancient scriptures. The Bible's Book of Ezekiel describes a whirlwind out of the north, a great cloud with fire, and a wheel within a wheel, glowing with an almost metallic brilliance. This account bears a striking resemblance to the modern descriptions of UFOs, circular craft emitting bright lights, capable of impossible maneuvers. Could these chariots of fire have been advanced vehicles operated by beings beyond our comprehension, interpreted through the lens of ancient understanding? The parallels deepen when examining abduction accounts. Many abductees report being enveloped in intense, radiant light, experiencing time distortion, and receiving telepathic messages, hallmarks of encounters with beings described as angels in sacred texts. In some cases, abductees recall miraculous healings, akin to angelic interventions. For example, in the 1980s, Betty Andrea's son described her alien abduction as a deeply spiritual experience involving beings of light who imparted messages of universal love. Were these entities angels, cloaked in the guise of extraterrestrials to resonate with contemporary beliefs? Yet not all encounters carry the same benevolent tone. Many abductees recount harrowing experiments, invasive procedures, and overwhelming fear. These darker experiences mirror the malevolent acts attributed to demons in religious traditions. The duality of these beings, some acting as guides, others as tormentors, suggests an ancient and ongoing struggle between forces of good and evil, reframed in the context of alien phenomena. Even the locations of UFO sightings carry eerie connections to religious and supernatural events. Roswell, New Mexico, became ground zero for modern UFO lore following the alleged 1947 crash. Decades earlier, Fatima, Portugal, saw the miraculous dance of the sun in 1917, witnessed by thousands, a celestial event some theorists now speculate could have been a UFO manifestation. Are these hotspots places where the veil between dimensions thins, allowing such beings to appear? Government acknowledgement of UAP apps adds another layer of intrigue. The Pentagon's release of videos showing unidentified craft performing maneuvers beyond known human capabilities raises questions. Could these craft be manifestations of angelic or demonic technology, serving purposes far beyond exploration? Whistleblowers and insiders, like Bob Lazar and Luis Elizondo, hint at classified knowledge that could shatter conventional understandings of extraterrestrials, potentially linking them to spiritual entities humanity has encountered for millennia. The motivations of these beings remain enigmatic. If angels, their goal may be to guide humanity toward enlightenment and protect us from destructive forces. If demons, their aim could be to manipulate and exploit, steering humanity toward chaos and despair. The interplay of these forces may explain why some encounters uplift while others terrorize. This theory reframes history itself. Religious texts, myths, and even art across cultures may be documenting interactions with the same beings perceived as aliens today. From the luminous deities of Hinduism to the star people in Native American lore, the common thread of otherworldly visitors is undeniable. Are we witnessing the continuation of an ancient relationship, cloaked in the modern guise of extraterrestrial encounters? The tale of the Watchers and their descent to Earth is one of the most forbidden stories of humanity's past. Found in the Book of Enoch, a text excluded from the Bible, this ancient account unveils the actions of rebellious angels who abandoned their heavenly posts to dwell among humans. These Watchers not only defied divine law, but also shared secrets that altered the trajectory of human civilization, perhaps forever. According to the Book of Enoch, the Watchers introduced humanity to knowledge it was never meant to wield. They taught the art of metallurgy, enabling the creation of weapons, revealed the secrets of alchemy and enchantments, and divulged the mysteries of astrology, tempting humanity to manipulate the stars. Their union with human women produced the Nephilim, gigantic, hybrid beings described as both powerful and destructive. These are giants unleashed chaos upon the earth, devouring resources, and dominating humanity until a divine flood was sent to purge their corruption. But did the story of the Watchers truly end with a flood? Many believe their dark legacy endures, subtly shaping humanity's path through clandestine forces and forbidden technologies. The parallels between the forbidden knowledge of the Watchers and today's rapid advancements in AI, genetic engineering, and transhumanism are striking. Each of these fields holds the promise of profound progress, but also the peril of hubris echoing the Watchers. Dangerous gifts. The rise of artificial intelligence, for instance, is reshaping the world at an unprecedented pace. Some experts warn that AI may reach a point of self-awareness, an event likened to creating life in our own image. This act bears eerie similarities to the Watchers' defiance of divine boundaries. Could AI be humanity's modern version of the Nephilim, a creation that ultimately surpasses and threatens its creators? Genetic engineering raises even more unsettling questions. Scientists are now capable of editing DNA, altering the fabric of life itself. CRISPR technology, hailed as revolutionary, allows us to eradicate diseases and potentially enhance human abilities. Yet it also brings the temptation to create hybrids, beings that challenge the definition of humanity. Could this be the same forbidden tampering with genetics that the Watchers once practiced, now repackaged as scientific innovation? Transhumanism, humanity's pursuit of merging with machines to transcend biological limitations, mirrors the Watchers' promise of godlike power. The quest for immortality, enhanced cognition, and augmented bodies aligns with the age-old temptation of forbidden knowledge. Are we like the ancient humans, being seduced by forces that seek to manipulate us for their own purposes? Some conspiracy theorists believe that secret societies perpetuate the Watchers' influence, safeguarding their forbidden knowledge and subtly guiding humanity toward a dark destiny. The occult rituals of elite groups, often rumored to involve summoning or communicating with otherworldly entities, may be attempts to reconnect with these fallen angels. From ancient alchemists seeking the philosopher's stone to modern elites exploring advanced technologies, the pursuit of ultimate knowledge may come at a hidden cost. The price of such knowledge, according to ancient texts, is steep. The flood that destroyed the Nephilim serves as a stark warning of the consequences of pushing beyond divine limits. Yet humanity seems to be walking a similar path, captivated by the promise of power and enlightenment. Could the Watchers be influencing us still, their whispers embedded in the drive for progress that skirts ethical and spiritual boundaries? In 2020, when the Pentagon released footage of unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs, the admission sent shockwaves across the globe. But was it merely the tip of the iceberg? For decades, whispers of government cover-ups, secret treaties, and alien technology have swirled, hinting at a far more sinister relationship between humanity and extraterrestrial forces. Could the world's most powerful governments be concealing truths that would upend our understanding of reality and reveal who, or what, is really in charge? The story begins with the infamous Area 51. Located in the Nevada desert, this highly classified facility has long been the epicenter of alien conspiracy theories. In 1989, Bob Lazar, a physicist who claimed to have worked at a site near Area 51 called S4, came forward with shocking allegations. Lazar stated he had been tasked with reverse engineering alien spacecraft recovered by the U.S. government. According to him, these craft used technology so advanced it defied human comprehension, propulsion systems powered by element 115, a substance not found on Earth at the time. Though Lazar's claims were dismissed by many as outlandish, subsequent scientific advancements, including the synthetic creation of element 115 in 2003, have lent some credibility to his story. Beyond Area 51 lies Dulce, New Mexico, where another conspiracy unfolds. Dulce is rumored to house a massive underground base shared by humans and extraterrestrials. Allegedly, this facility is the site of chilling experiments involving genetic engineering and human-alien hybrids. Phil Schneider, a geologist who worked on underground military projects, claimed he encountered hostile alien entities during the construction of the base. Schneider's sudden and mysterious death in 1996 only fueled speculation that his revelations had made him a target. The most unsettling aspect of these allegations is the idea that governments have entered into direct agreements with extraterrestrial beings. The so-called Greater Treaty, rumored to have been signed in 1954 under President Dwight D. Eisenhower, is said to outline a grim exchange. Extraterrestrials would provide advanced technology to humanity in return for the right to abduct and study a limited number of humans. Skeptics dismiss this as pure fiction, but proponents point to the exponential leap in technology during the mid-20th century, transistors, lasers, and even the early groundwork for AI as evidence of external influence. If these treaties exist, they raise a disturbing question. Are our leaders still in control, or have they ceded power to forces far beyond human understanding? Some conspiracy theorists argue that governments are not merely hiding extraterrestrial truths, they are complicit in a larger agenda. Allegations of abductions, cattle mutilations, and genetic experiments suggest that humanity might be unwittingly participating in a program with unknown objectives. Even mainstream evidence hints at a coordinated effort to suppress knowledge of extraterrestrial contact. Whistleblowers, including former government and military officials, have repeatedly come forward with claims of alien encounters and advanced technology. Luis Elizondo, a former Pentagon official who led the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, ATIP, confirmed that UAPs demonstrated capabilities far beyond human technology. Despite his credible position, Elizondo's revelations were met with official silence, reinforcing suspicions of a massive cover-up. The implications of such a conspiracy are staggering. If governments are working with extraterrestrial beings, it begs the question, what do these entities want? Are they here to guide humanity, as some optimists suggest, or are they manipulating us for their own gain? Could their ultimate goal be to integrate with humanity, or to dominate it entirely? The world is teetering on the edge of an unprecedented revelation, or a catastrophic reckoning. Across religious texts, conspiracy theories, and scientific speculation, one unifying thread emerges: humanity is at a crossroads. Are we about to uncover the truth about our origins and our place in the cosmos? Or are we marching headlong into a climactic battle that will determine the survival of our species? The Book of Revelation paints a vivid picture of the end times, a war between divine and infernal forces waged on Earth. Angels, described as radiant warriors of light, descend to confront the armies of darkness led by the beast. This apocalyptic narrative has captivated believers for centuries, but recent events have made it feel disturbingly relevant. The rise of global unrest, natural disasters, and technological advances eerily echo the Bible's warnings of plagues, wars, and the rise of a corrupt world order. Parallel to these ancient prophecies is the modern anticipation of alien disclosure. UFO sightings have skyrocketed in recent years, with reports flooding in from military pilots, civilians, and even astronauts. In 2021, the Pentagon released an unclassified report confirming that many of these sightings remain unexplained. Some speculate this is a prelude to a monumental announcement that extraterrestrial life has not only been observing us, but has been deeply intertwined with our history. Religious and extraterrestrial narratives appear to converge when examining humanity's most profound mysteries. Prophets from various traditions describe beings descending from the heavens, entities often mistaken for gods or angels. Could these figures be the same extraterrestrial visitors who left their mark on ancient civilizations, now returning as humanity faces its greatest challenges? The evidence mounts. Unexplained celestial phenomena, such as the recent surge in reports of angelic lights or unidentified luminous objects in the sky, parallel ancient descriptions of divine intervention. The Vatican itself has acknowledged the possibility of extraterrestrial life, with its astronomers stating that such discoveries would not conflict with faith. Is this a subtle preparation for a revelation that would shatter the divide between science and religion? Yet, not all signs point to hope. The global crises we face, pandemics, climate change, and escalating political tensions may be more than just coincidental. Some theorists suggest these events are orchestrated, part of a sinister agenda by demonic or extraterrestrial forces seeking to destabilize humanity. If the prophecies are correct, we may soon witness the ultimate clash between these forces, with Earth as the battlefield. Others believe we are approaching an awakening where humanity will finally understand its place in the universe. This disclosure, however, comes with profound risks. How will society react to the knowledge that we are not alone, that our gods, angels, and demons might be entities far beyond our comprehension, influencing our evolution and history? The implications could be both liberating and terrifying, shattering religious, political, and scientific paradigms. The clock is ticking, and the signs are becoming harder to ignore. From strange signals detected in deep space to mysterious monoliths appearing and disappearing overnight, the puzzle pieces seem to align toward a truth that is both ancient and futuristic. Is it the return of the divine, the unveiling of extraterrestrial contact, or the final reckoning foretold in scriptures? The answer may be closer than we think, hidden in plain sight, or buried beneath layers of secrecy. As we stand on the brink of disclosure, or judgment, one thing is certain: the decisions we make now, the questions we dare to ask, and the truths we are willing to face will shape the destiny of our species. The battle between light and darkness, knowledge and ignorance, is not just unfolding above us but within us. Will we rise to the occasion, or succumb to the forces that seek to control our fate? The choice and the responsibility lies with each of us.